Hello and welcome to the first proper episode of our new club here at Burnley, and we are in the FA Cup 5th round. And just before we get into that, if you are enjoying the content on the channel so far, please do leave a like down below. Leave a comment predicting the result of this game against Tottenham. We're at home. They are currently, let's have a quick look, up in 5th place in the Premier League. We are obviously 14th in the Championship. Not in a great position. We've not been fantastic since we got here. Following our draw in the last episode, we lost 4-1 to Middlesbrough, drew 0-0 with Reading, beat Portsmouth 1-0 in the replay, and then a 2-0 win against Hull and a 3-3 draw with Bournemouth. So it's not been bad results. In fairness, Middlesbrough winning 4-1, they are up in 5th, so they're doing very well this season, although we don't really want to be losing 4-1 in any scenario. However, as I say, if you're enjoying the content on the channel, there is some other stuff out and about. There's some WWE content and some Pokemon content, so if those interest you at all, please do go and check them out. And with that all said and done, let's go and see if we can cause a bit of an upset. We've got a 4-4-2 set up at the minute with Danny in goal, Cassius, Holgate, Branthwaite and Wilson Esbrand as the back four, March on the right, Cullen and Krunic in the middle, and then Bidace on the left, and then up front we've got Malpay and Lucas Boy. Son with a free kick for Tottenham sends it in, and Romero hits the bar early on in this game. Son with another free kick, again edge of the area, this one a bit closer, and this one hits the wall, and Udogie heads it after it comes off the wall past the goalkeeper. Son with a corner kick for Tottenham sends it in, and Hernandez hits the bar. Wilson Esbrand clears it away. At half-time, we are 1-0 down. It's been largely Tottenham controlled, but we have had a few shots ourselves. We were expecting to be a bit under pressure this game. It's just a shame that we conceded so early on, which kind of gave our chances of going through an almost impossible hill to climb. Højbjerg with a free kick from range, and Danny tips it around the post. That was nearly a fantastic free kick, to be fair. However, it's going to be sent in from the free kick from the corner by Son. It goes in, and Danny does well to go out of his 6-yard box and catch that with ease. Is the highlight going to continue through his clearance? It does, as he sends it up to the right wing. Nobody there for it, though. Udogie is on the ball, couple of changes now with Aribo coming on for Krunic and Bidace coming off for Churlinov. Jacob Brown now coming on in place of Boy up front, and Franklin will come on at right back as well. So we've got 15 minutes to go here, and we're going to start going a bit more attacking just to see if we can put a little bit of pressure on Tottenham late on. As unlikely as that may seem, we're going to just go to attacking now. It's been very quiet in this last half an hour or so of the game, and unfortunately we are out of the FA Cup in the 5th round. Not a bad performance, to be fair, losing only 1-0 to a team who are challenging for the top 4 in the Premier League. And yeah, it was almost expected, but now let's see if we can go back into the Championship, get some wins under our belt to finish the season. And in truth, somewhat accidentally, we have gone unchanged for the game against Brighton, who are currently sat 2nd in the league. So a very good team for us to have to play here. But let's see if we can get a win. The first highlight here is a long ball forward from our goalkeeper. Webster collects it after it was nodded on and plays it forward to Tapia. And then Larius down the wing for Brighton. Switches play to Bernathan Diaz, and Wilson Esbrand does really well to get an interception there. And our keeper clears it out to Bidance on the left-hand side, loses it to Fresnada, however, and it's played back to the Brighton goalkeeper. Casteels plays it short to Webster, and then they are able to pass it out from the back. McTominay is on the ball now for Brighton. What a name for that to be in this team. Esbrand does a really good tackle, but it falls to Diaz anyway, who buries it. That's really unfortunate from Esbrand. He's actually put in a brilliant tackle and goes punished. Corner kick for Brighton. It comes in towards the far post. Holgate heads it away, but Diaz turns and shoots, and a fantastic save from the keeper to save us going 2-0 down there. That highlight is going to continue at the moment. Long ball forward goes to absolutely no one, and McTominay plays it to Tapia, in field to Kozlowski, out to the left for Larios. Transfer across here for Brighton, sends it in. It's Fresneda at the end of the box, and that's a sentence that I really struggle to say. We're 2-0 down. At half-time, we are 2-0 down. It has been absolutely awful. So we're going to have to make changes here to a 4-2-3-1. Lucas Boy can swap with Krunic. We'll stick with the 11 that are out there for now. Probably not for very long. But we'll see what they can do with that just change of formation and see if we turn it around at all. We just need to try and get a foothold in the game at the moment. Ball out to the right-hand side is intercepted by Larios as it was falling towards Solly March. He then puts it inside to Kozlowski. Out to the right-hand side for Diaz. He knocks it wide, turns and plays it back to McTominay. Kozlowski on the edge puts it in off the bar, 3-0. We're going to bring Brown on for March on the right-hand side. Aribo on in the number 10. Twine on the left-hand side. And Stansfield can come on for Holgate at centre-back. Wholesale changes for Burnley here as we just look completely out of it at the moment. Cassius with a throw in here, throws it short to Aribo, who goes backwards, back to Stansfield, and then across to Branthwaite. Cullen lays it off back to Stansfield, and he plays it back to Branthwaite. Ball out to the right-hand side. Brown manages to keep that in somehow. I'm pretty sure he'd broke all sorts of bones doing that, but plays the ball in. Aribo brings it down. He's forced back out wide. Brown collects it as it deflects to him, though. Poor defending. Brown puts it on a plate for Malpay, and we get one back. Larios with a corner here for Brighton. Branthwaite heads it away. It's brought back down. Kozlowski out to the right-hand side. Larios back to Kozlowski. He's trying to find space for a shot. Perhaps Larios gets one off, but sends it over the bar. And we've got just over 10 minutes now to see if we can claw another goal back. Lewis throws it into Kozlowski and back to Lewis. Cross is going to come in here towards the far post. It's headed away by Cassius. Emerson collects it. And then Mansverk plays it back to Tapia. And tries to go through the middle. Esbrand heads it, kicks it away. Malpay has managed to get past Webster. Malpay is forced out wide by the defenders, but plays it back to Twine, who's tackled, and he collects the ball again. He gets tackled again, and Saramento is in space, plays it across to Joelinton. Kozlowski throws it down the right-hand side, and Esbrand takes it off. Oh, dear. Joelinton gets a free header, and Figueroa, I don't know how to describe that goalkeeping. So a 4-1 loss away to Brighton. It's not looking great as we've started our life here at Burnley. However, we've not got longer left until the end of the season, and then we can have a nice reset. So with that, we find ourselves at 17th in the league at the moment on 47 points still. We are 18 points clear of Birmingham, so no worries about relegation or anything like that. We just need to sort ourselves out, get some wins under our belt. Although, to be fair, they were a couple of tough games there in Tottenham and Brighton. We've got Coventry next, who are 6th, then Luton, who are 20th. Hopefully we can build some confidence in that game. However, the plan now is going to be, we'll come back at the end of the season, we'll play that game against Brighton, and we'll head into the summer transfer window to see what we can do to sort this team out. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment what you think we can do through the rest of the season. Where do you think we're going to end up finishing?